5 real managers, 5 virtual tactics. Let's see how viable different styles are in Football Manager 26. Hi, I'm MustermannFM, and today we're going to take a look at FM26's new tactical system. With in and out of possession formations and a whole new suite of roles and behaviours, I want to see how the game will react to real-world tactical ideas. So first, we need some inspiration. Hey Google, who are some football managers? Of course, that's not how we're going to do this. I've put together a list of managers you've probably heard of, with unique and interesting ways of playing the beautiful game. Starting with the most hated manager in La Liga, Jose Bordalas. His Getafe side have redefined handball. Playing with a 4-4-2, they defend high and press aggressively. They foul indiscriminately. In fact, the game is so start-stop, the ball is in play for less than half of the match. Once they get the ball, Getafe have little interest in keeping it. It's direct, getting it forward early and looking to pick up second balls. In FM it might look something a little like this, a classic centre-forward pairing. Both wingers are instructed to cut inside with the ball. One of the pivot holds, the other gets forward. Out of possession, the wingers drop back. One of the forwards looks to disrupt the opposition defensive midfielder, but becomes the outlet when possession is won back. The holding midfielder tends to be more aggressive defensively, whilst the other screens. This is fighting football. It's worked well for Getafe, but how will it fare in FM? Jaissle might be the most obscure on this list. Currently at Al Ahly, but its time at RB Salzburg, and specifically the 21-22 season I want to focus on. They had the hallmarks of all Red Bull sides, high-intensity transitional football, the classic Gegenpress, but with some unconventional roles. A 4-4-2 diamond, but the strikers would often start out wide. The attacking midfielder would both drop deep and be responsible for leading the press. To the tactics board, and we have this monstrosity. The advanced playmaker starts deep, but moves forward as we get into the opposition half. Inside forwards attack centrally and combine with the wide central midfielders in the half spaces. Out of possession, loads of stepping up. That puts a lot of onus on the screening defensive midfielder and covering centre-back. It's high risk, high reward. RB Salzburg dominated the Austrian Bundesliga, but can this be successful in more competitive leagues? Thiago Motta has described his formation as a 2-7-2 because he's rotated the pitch 90 degrees for some reason. LinkedIn levels of wankery. It's a 4-3-3. His Bologna side loved the ball, leading the league in possession metrics, and would do so by inverting players to dominate central areas and stressing the half spaces. Out of possession, a high press, triggered on fullbacks and defensive midfielders, but not aggressive. Now this looks more normal. The halfback joins the backline. The inverted wingback and midfield playmaker create a midfield 2. The wingback gets forward, so we have attacking coverage across the 5 channels. Archetypal positional play. Out of possession, the wingers drop in line with the rest of the midfield. One midfielder presses, one screens. The other kind of ambles in between. Low tempo, hold shape, and stay on feet would be scary instructions in FM24. Is this still the case? The man, the myth, the legend. It's Nuno. Nottingham Forest were the Premier League surprise outfit last season. Primarily a 4-2-3-1 that would defend deep, then look to counter. Chris Wood was the focal point, but it was the carrying threat of the attacking midfielders that helped them be so devastating in transition. I reckon it would look like this, a pretty standard 4-2-3-1, a cautious mentality with a very clear plan, move quickly in transition, get it down the flanks, cross it for the big man. We either lose the ball or get a shot off, and if by chance we get to the second ball, the box-to-box midfielder and wing-back can join the attack. Out of possession, once again, the wingers drop into the midfield line, a mid-block with one midfielder pressing, the other screening. When the opposition attacking midfielders receive the ball, that's when we pounce. That low defensive line scares me. That's all I have to say on the matter. Finally, the most hipster choice on this list, Ridstrom. His Malmo side garnered attention for their relationist approach. That means a lot of roaming from position and creating overloads. It's attacking, entertaining football. Out of possession, they dropped into a mid-block, funneling play to the outside. It's time for a little asymmetry. The left wing-back starts higher in build-up. The front four and the box-to-box midfielder are free to roam from position. It's a controlled tempo, but if the opportunity to counter is there, we take it. Out of possession is compact, with attacking players dropping deep, and the double pivot is expected to shuttle laterally. Henrik Ridstrom was sacked in real life just 4 weeks ago. Hopefully this goes better. So that's 5 very different styles. We've got chaotic counter-attacking with Bordalas, Matthias Jaissle's Gegenpress, the positional play of Thiago Motta, organised counter-attacking from Nuno, and Ridstrom's relationism. We've got the managers, but now we need some clubs. I'm on the hunt specifically for clubs who should have the quality to adapt to different styles, with board expectations lower than their media prediction. That way, if it goes badly, we might be given time to turn it around before the axe is swung. In England, we've got Spurs, predicted 6th, but only expected to finish in the top half. It's a squad full of quality, but made of glass. In Italy, it's Bergamo, and the exact same deal. Predicted 6th, expected top half. Surely we can win more of our opening goals than even Juric. In France, it's Lille. Expectations of Conference League, predictions of Europa League. This is a side bristling with young talent, and Olivier Giroud. I've gone for Stuttgart in Germany. Lower mid-table is the expectation, 7th the prediction. As long as Stiller stays, we're fine. And for Spain, it's Athletic Bilbao. Predicted 4th, expected 4th. This might give us the least leeway, but we've got Nico Williams. We good. Each manager will get 1 season with each club. I'll set it up, go on holiday, then leave the assistant manager to the team selection. What could go wrong? Now, I should point out that these are my interpretations of these managers' broad tactical ideas, from what I've watched and read, and the descriptions of roles and instructions in game. You might disagree with some of my decisions, and I'd love to know your interpretation. After all, football is subjective, and those discussions are fun. The point is, these are my attempts at being as faithful to the real-life tactics as possible. I'm not looking for the best roles or instruction combinations within the game, but rather looking to see how FM26 will handle these ideas. If it fails, and I expect in some cases it will. So let's find out. Round 1. Bordalas to Bilbao, Jaissle to Atalanta, Motta to Stuttgart, Nuno to Lille, and Ridstrom to Spurs. We start strong. Bordalas sacked in December, 27% win rate. Charles de Ketelaere scored 24 goals for Atalanta as Jaissle finished in 4th spot. Motta's Stuttgart led the league for possession, and that earned them 3rd place. Nuno's Lille finished 6th. I've always said that Olivier Giroud is the French Chris Wood. Ridstrom's Spurs disappointed, 10th place, but we did finish top of the yellow cards table. Get in! Round 2, everyone moves 1 to the right. Better for Ridstrom at Bilbao, Sanset finished as the team's top scorer en route to a respectable 6th. Bordalas survived with Atalanta finishing in 11th, winning as many games as they lost. Jaissle's Stuttgart did exactly as expected, bang on their prediction of 7th. Hakan Haraldsson registered 13 assists as Motta's Lille secured 8th place, whilst Nuno's Spurs returned to the top 4. I made a boo-boo. As I was going through the results, I discovered that I forgot to load Nuno's tactic. I'm afraid he's disqualified for this round. Round 3. Once again, slide to the right. Nuno secures 8th spot for Bilbao. Solid. Ridstrom's Atalanta finished 3rd without a single player cracking double figures for goals in the league. Bordalas is sacked in December once again, this time by Stuttgart. Jaissle at Lille is as good as Jaissle at Atalanta, another 4th place finish. And Thiago Motta joins Bordalas in unemployment. He made it through until 4 games from the end. Halfway through, and things aren't looking great for Bordalas. Looking great for Jaissle though. Gegenpressing still reigns supreme. Right, on to round 4. Back-to-back sackings for Motta. As the final whistle blew, Bilbao sent him packing after finishing in 11th. Nuno had a great time in Italy. The joint least goals conceded was good enough for second. In Germany, Buonanni's 23 goal contributions helped Jaissle's Stuttgart to 6th place. Bordalas was sacked again, but at season end after Lille finished 11th. Spurs' top 4 counts this time, Jaissle producing the dribbliest of teams. Round 5, one final shift to the right. And it's Jaissle's turn to be sacked. Bilbao aren't messing around. Thiago Motta's Atalanta finished 7th, thanks to Gianluca Scamacca's 22-goal season. Nuno was sent packing at season end after leading Stuttgart to 15th. Ridstrom's Lille finished joint top scorers with PSG as they secured 2nd place. And finally, Bordalas survived. An 8th place finish with Spurs isn't bad. A mixed bag, kind of as expected. Bordalas' Harambal needs work. Twice sacked mid-season, and when he did see it through, it was always below expectations. Motta's possession-heavy and Nuno's possession-shy approaches both had their moments. Motta as the best Stuttgart manager, Nuno the best Atalanta manager. Gegenpressing was the most fruitful approach. Jaissle met or exceeded expectations for 4 of the 5 clubs, but was sacked the other time. And so, if there is a winner of this thing, it would be Henrik Ridstrom's relationism. The best Lille and Bilbao manager, he on average met expectations exactly. More importantly, he was the only one to stay employed throughout. This isn't some thorough and meticulous test. I never intended it to be. I wanted to explore the viability of different tactical systems within the match engine, and the results are encouraging. Even Bordalas managed to complete 3 seasons, suggesting that with some tweaks, his unique brand of chaos could work quite well. Yes, gegenpressing is still effective, but the thing that interested me the most was that Nuno wasn't a disaster. I expected that mid-block and low defensive line to be absolutely torn apart, and it wasn't. Now I'm keen to explore these managers a little further, look to make tweaks and start building plans for different situations. But I'd like to know what you think. Is there someone you'd like to see me look at first? Or maybe an entirely different manager you want to see broken down? Let me know below, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like or maybe even subscribing to the channel. If you want to support the channel further, you can join these wonderful folk currently adorning your screen, either by becoming a member or joining the Patreon linked in the description below.